I usually have a clever, witty intro for these types of videos. I really don't feel like I really need that today, because today we're driving a very modified 1974 Porsche 911.
So why is it so hard to let you go? To let you go. So why is it so hard to let you go? To let you go.
I am a bit lost for words for this. I can't believe I have a 1974 911 in front of me. So first of all, this video has been made possible by Williams Porsche Specialist. We have worked with them before, and one of my best mates, Ben, one of the technicians down there, given up his free time. So not only is the owner giving us permission to do this, Ben is taking time out of his day, and Jess and Georgia. So massive thanks to everyone involved. But look guys, we get to bring you along to this work of art. Now, the classic Porsches, I have very limited knowledge from, but what we're going to do is get Ben involved in a minute because he knows all the nerdy stuff. But what I can tell you is, like I said, 1974, a couple of things that make this very unique. First thing you'll notice, actually the first thing you notice, is the wide arches. This originally came as what they call a narrow body, but they are steel arches blended in to house these humongous, is it Fouche style? Yeah, you guys will know, style wheel wrapped in 285 rear tires. This thing is absolutely insane and just has that very, very traditional Porsche 911 stance. So starting at the front, we've got the round headlights that everyone expects from the Porsche, and on the earlier ones, I love the little chrome vents just there. It sits beautifully in this pale blue with the contrasting orange on the side. Interior's crazy as well, we'll get to that in a minute. Coming around to the rear engine, obviously 2.8. Tell you what, we'll wait for Ben to explain all the nerdy stuff there, but my initial impression, we took this thing to a show and there were a lot of modern Porsches there, but this just stands out, and that will tell you, this thing sings as well as it dances. Incredibly satisfying click, which you probably couldn't hear then. The interior, once again, what you'd expect from a 911. So we've had a few modern 911s on the channel recently, and the 992, ironically, was one of the last Porsches we did. The brand new offering, rev counted in the middle, because that's the most important one when you're driving a sports car. I love the little sense of humour there. Momo steering wheel, which works very well, embossed Porsche section there. The seats are a beautiful combination of vintage, because you've got the sort of ringlets all there that look very uncomfortable, but let me show you, they are not. Although I haven't even been in this thing yet, so they might be uncomfortable. The contrasting orange belt is a nice sort of modern touch to this. If you look at the door cards, it's mad how bare bones it is. This car was designed to be driven, and what I'm going to do now is embarrass myself and try and, because it's not as easy as it looks squeezing into one of these things, and I'm not a big lad. But I mean, look at what you're facing here. This really is dream car stuff for a lot of people. I feel very privileged, but like I said, I'm so glad I get to bring you guys along. Funky things on this, you've got some sort of, I'm going to call it climate controls just there. But amazingly, I'll have to get Ben, because Ben's the Porsche specialist, about what all this does. Shifter there is crazy. Stereo, and that is pretty much it. Cage in the back, which looks incredible. Again, the contrast in orange. I really wish I could bring you guys along on every single shoot we do, because being around this thing and being inside it is just, really is a goosebump moment. I'll just wait till you start this thing up. But I think what we'll do is get Ben now, who's worked on this car, get him to run through all the nerdy stuff. Well, look who it is. Hey. Many of you know Ben by now. We've been in loads of videos. So once again, dude, I really appreciate you taking your time out to bring this amazing car down. It's an amazing story behind this. So do you want to tell us why this one's so special? What makes it a bit unique?
So this car originally started life as a targa. So for those who don't know, that means that there's a section of the main roof missing. So it's kind of an in-between convertible, big sunroof kind of deal.
Yeah, which is not usually one they use for motorsport. No,
because usually that means they're a little bit floppy in the middle and not very good for chassis stiffness. So what the owner of this has done, he's taken a targa, which has strengthened sills anyway to aid with the flex, and then he's put a roof on it, ergo making a very stiff chassis.
The best of both. And I thought, I know there are many nerds watching, I was fascinated by that, and I wouldn't have thought, I wouldn't have even thought of that. So someone down the line thought, right, strengthening in the chassis, the whole target thing, and now you've got the strength in the roof, and like you said, best of both, and that's what makes this so unique. So we've already run through the rear arches, so I think what we'll do is pop the, do you want to pop the, I was going to say pop the trunk, but engine cover we'll call it, which is pretty cool. Switch just in there. Being a Porsche 911, if you've been living under the rock, they are rear engined, and what that means opposed to mid-engine, the engine is literally over behind the rear axle. I'm going to be careful with the lighting. I think I'm going to scoot over here. So, to the best of your knowledge, can you explain sort of what's going on here? What was it originally, what it is now, and just the mods?
So originally this was a 2.7 flat 6, and it's been worked on quite a lot. So it's now a 2.8. It's had some upgraded rods and pistons.
Oh.
And the major changes are going to be the induction system and the control over it, basically. So it's got electronic fuel injection, and it runs coil on plug.
Wow, that's cool. Even the brackets on it, I think, look pretty slick. It's a really nice job.
Yeah, and it's all powered by a Haltech Elite 750.
Wow.
So it's running an aftermarket standalone ECU.
Wow.
And it turns this into quite a nifty little car. I mean, it makes 200 horsepower and change.
Wow. Yeah.
And for something this light, you know, that's where it needs to be.
This is what a lot of people won't understand. You think, oh, 200 horsepower, I'd expect it to be 1,000. Yeah, most cars on YouTube, like I always say, if it's not 1,000 horsepower. But I was behind you in the Civic on the way up, and there was a couple of times you didn't even rag it, but the zippiness of it, you come out of a car, it just, boom, gone.
Yeah.
So
well, it's with the weight. I mean, you know, we're talking about a car that's a sub 1,000 kilos, you know. I don't know the actual weight of the car. Obviously, it's had quite a bit of work done.
Yeah.
The standard numbers, they don't really marry up. But, you know, it's still a light car.
Yes.
So the power to weight is there.
And I've always said the best modification you can do to any car is reduce the weight. I don't care, because you feel it in every aspect of the car.
Yeah.
So like I said, I sat in this to get a few shots, but I literally haven't been in this. So I'm so excited now. We're at the point now we're going to jump in this, rig some cameras up, and we are going to take it for a little spin down that glorious road there. So just for giggles, we are going to obviously engine in the back. Your storage space is in the front. So let's pop open. Oh wow. So we talk about bare bones. I didn't realize there would be literally no carpet here or anything. And amazingly weird, that is the fuel tank. So obviously you fill up from the wing into there. That is incredible. But surprisingly, I mean, I know it's not, you can't put anything hard in here because it might rattle around a lot, but there's actually a decent amount of storage space. If you had some sort of squishy bags like that, you could take it on a road trip. What I love, again, battery stuffed so far in the front. You've got that bit of weight then over the front wheels, because as we've said in many videos, 911s scare me because when you start to drive them hard, the front end just feels like it gets very light. This is such a... Oh, hello.
Hi.
Good job with close.
Hi there, yeah, I know. It's really, really close.
Such a weird car to climb in and out of. Yeah, you join us in a 911. Like I said, it's a bit snagging you. It's a good job we're friends. Let me put this amazing contrast seatbelt on. Beautiful touch.
It's okay, I'll just move my arm out of the way.
It's one of those, we were just saying, the windscreen is quite literally, I'm touching the windscreen now, and Ben said, yeah, you know, you look like this cool guy in the cool car, you go to wave at someone and smack the windscreen. But you put up with all of that because what a special glitch. Don't even just be inside, you can feel it idling.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a sensory, I imagine, you know, when you get out on the road, it must just be...
It is, yeah. It's
overload.
I think it's. We talked about this when we drove the 280 SL. It's a very theatrical experience driving an old car.
Yeah.
And then when you've got something that's old and had that mix of new, it kind of melds those two worlds together of something that you can use every day, but still has that theatre of being old as well.
It's still very dramatic, and this is why I want to... We forgot to mention as well, one of the biggest mods, it has got upgraded camshafts as well, and you said the whole engine was built by...
Yeah, it was built by a hillclimb specialist.
And this is what I want to get across. People say, oh, 200 horsepower, that's not a lot. Do you know, just driving this thing normal, do you mean behind it? It's drama, and that is what makes this such an occasion. So, chop.
Let's go.
With 911s, it always gets me because usually in a normal car you get engine sound from the front, exhaust from the rear. Obviously everything is back there, and I'm not driving this car because it costs more than a couple of houses, so we're not... this is one of those cars, it's enough of an experience from the passenger seat as it is from the driver's seat. But oh my god, what a day, man. I can't believe that me and you are sat in an old 911 now. Just anyway, we're working, back to work. So, from your point of view, you've put a couple of miles on this now. Can you explain as best? I just realised left-hand drive as well, so you're very over there. How does it feel? Like, how does it make you feel?
So it's very, very direct. I mean, there's no power steering. All the controls are really, really heavy, you know. So it's a heavy-weighted throttle. The brakes are heavy, but they're very direct.
Yeah, which is what you want. Every car I drive, you like that bit of resistance because it gives you more control. If something's too soft, that's where like the motorsport side comes into it.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And it just lets you know exactly where you want to put the front end.
You know, sorry, if like that was a little corner as a passenger, it's just flat.
Yeah, totally flat. This is one of the things that the owner was talking to me about.
Yeah.
The work that they've done with the chassis, it just makes the car feel really, really nice as you throw it in.
Yeah. Oh my god. We haven't really gone anywhere yet, but this is worth it. Just this. Oh my god.
And this is what I mean. We're doing 30 mile an hour at the moment.
And what a visceral experience it is. There is no other car that sounds like an old Porsche.
The air-cooled engine it's an incredible noise.
Very distinct.
Very distinct.
The response is there, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It already feels very eager. It's a nice power build, like,
yeah.
as stupid as it sounds, as you climbed in the revs, you could really feel the engine coming alive.
It's a really, really nice linear power band.
Yeah, which is again what you expect from a nice NA, well set up engine. that was an incredible experience. A bit lost for words, and it's one of those things it's such a visceral experience. Even from the passenger seat, you can feel how well set up the car is, with just how much drama there is, everything about the experience. And like I said, I need to stop saying, I'm not that much of a Porsche fan, because the more we get to experience them, and for some reason lately we've been given some really good opportunities. We've experienced a lot of different Porsches, which we're so grateful for. This was very different to anyone we've ever done. So like I said, I want to say a massive thank you to the owner, Andy, Ben, obviously, for giving up his time. Not that it's that tough of a job to drive something like this. Well, it is. It is hard work to drive, I can tell you that. But I'm just absolutely blown away that I get experiences like this, and I am very, very grateful. And I'm also very grateful to all of you that have watched. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We will see you in the next one. Thank you.